We're starting out today with Farron. Back to basics after finishing H1. H2 shouldn't be a problem, and Farron is actually pretty fun to play. We'll go for an early shardsmith. This will provide some basic income each time we pick up a new shard in the jungle. Could actually go dogs and Siren stable real fast. Berserker can be deactivated at any time. Enemy units killed by Siren reduces current cooldowns by 0.1 second. That's probably good for this. I do want to make Siren stable and the mount work so badly, but I find myself having the same issue I have with potions. I'm a 2-button kind of guy. I know there is more buttons to click, but generally I default to 2 unless I constantly focus on it. Can I do that? This was the first time we encountered these glutters on this side of the wildlands. It got me a bit flustered. Turns out, even when you miss a few of your abilities, glutters are not that much worse than spiders. From here we continue to pick up the rewards, explore, and pick up any free and easy camps we can find. Okay, good stuff. Tactical fate, auto attack I guess. Then we go stable, so we can use our horse. Neither of these are good. Maybe cooldown actually. Not really. Not really actually. Let's go attack damage or heal. Heal I guess. Rage and faith. None of these. I'm just getting shit now. None of these are what I need. Okay, I guess we are getting cooldown reduction, or maybe not. Attack damage. Yeah, let's go with that. The amount of times I'm defaulting to green and red potions is almost embarrassing. Crit chance. This might end up becoming a auto attack build, to be honest. It's just so easy to build for auto attack damage. Coins, enemy units hit by Moonfrost comets are stunned. Oh! And on Rage Amplifier. Yeah, this is becoming a rage build. Easily a rage build. And just like that, we have established sort of a game plan. I feel like most of the time I go into the game with a plan and come out with another. War is messy even in video game worlds. Plans change and I guess that's okay. There's a lot of war gears scaling with rage amplifiers in the game, so I do find myself often falling back to doing something rage and or auto attack related. I've recently focused a lot on the jungle. I'm trying to give myself some time in the lane to pick up a little bit more experience than before. I found a few early towers really frees you up to focus on the jungle though in the very early game. Let's get this free shard before building a couple of catapults.
The night is here.
I've recently really gravitated towards the lifesteal potions, especially in war gears with large sweeping auto attacks. Funny thing about the furthest tower, by the way, they're usually within reach of enemy camps, pulling enemies and giving you some free progress. Don't attack me, you bet. They can run through my gate? Since when? But they can indeed run straight through your gates. So that's fun. Cool down, your dogs. That's bullshit and you know it. Add an extra wave for each that. Let's get energy regeneration instead. Maybe I can continuously stay in Berserk. Probably not. Increase run speed or cooldown. Let's get cooldown. We find the Fletchers. Is that what it's called? Fletchers? I think so. The archers can scale really well and doesn't cost much for the domain building itself. Gosh, it's so nice to have a mount. Look at me learning to use the C key. We can get a portal and some free shards here. Max HP sounds pretty good. We're already pushing up against the boss actually. Maybe we can do this by day 3 today. I have really tried to focus on getting to the boss by day 3 lately. New day, gain levels, kill creature camps, we're gonna do that anyway. We're at a point now where we have explored and picked up most of the free stuff in the jungle. The Moonfrost Comet stun makes most basic camps like this a really easy thing to defeat. It's an effective way of doing it. Reach. I think I will push up against the boss now. We're already kinda there, so... It's crazy how slow my units spawn. Slow spawning units or not, our next evolution sounds crazy good. Blessed Weapon increases our attack damage for 120 seconds when we visit a sacred shrine, bringing our damage from 109 all the way up to 149. That's almost a 50% increase for 120 seconds. 2 full minutes. Okay, day 2 and we're already at the boss. At day 2 we're still missing some damage. It wouldn't hurt to get a few more Bastion buildings. Maybe Siege Workshop, dogs, and archers can do a lot of damage to the boss as well. Trying to solo the boss is doable, but mostly tedious. As long as you stay out of the red rings, you're pretty much alright. Nope. Not hitting me with that shit. Generally, for the spider, I find these rings to be maybe the hardest part to avoid. There's a pattern to it though, so you'll get to do this little dance back and forth. I'm not dealing very much damage to this lady. At this point, the tedious part of fighting is starting to set in. I generally don't do well with tedious stuff. Patience isn't a strength of mine, and this spider is definitely testing my patience. Yeah, I need more teammates with me to do that, I think. We started at 1645. You get a minute and a half spider, that's all you got. That means you guys have to actually spawn sometime soon-ish. Let's do the best out of the time we do have. Another gold mine seems like a good bet, while picking up the Altar of Power on the way as well. Maybe not without HP, actually. I go get this first. Go get this first and then we go and take the rest. I do like it when the Altar of Power is already set to the amplifier you'd like. It just makes it a lot easier. Let's get our heal as the enemy again mobilizes for a large wave incoming.
The hordes of the Unraveler are attacking.
More people. Are they here yet? No, they're not. So if I go in and just spin to win on you, we can freeze you maybe. Not really a hard battle, just a lot of patience. Auto attack after auto attack. It's a lot of damage at least when I pop my potion. That's pretty sweet. Okay, time to go and defend. A frost comet and a little bit of a spin. And then just a bunch of auto attacking again. They broke the gate, but that's fine. Just like a lethal wound, they'll heal. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, I think this might be the way we do this. We just fucking push constantly. So let's go. Let's go and see if we can gather whatever this is. In the jungle, huh? Thank you. And then we can take this. Cannot take that. I can tell this little detour is really paying off already. Now we're attacked by dogs as well. Get our archers and produce an additional archer per archer hall evolution purchased. That's better later on, I imagine. Fire arrow. More damage. Let's go see if we can knock this out. Honestly, defeating 2 elf archers with fate armor at day 2 feels pretty fast. It's also our 3rd gold mine in the game, so that's good. You can tell I'm nervous. That's the 3rd button click when Berserk activated. There is their portal, towers. Both of these are useless. Can do that one, I guess. Cooldown, tactical. I'm just getting scraps for everything around here. Better archers. Alright, round 2. Look at them dogs go. Quick spin to win should help with the trash mobs at least. But most of the dogs go down to the ice and following rings anyway. Two archers still... One archer still alive. And then there were only one. I'm getting hit by every single one of these. Look at the dogs though. They don't give a shit about any rings. And now we're actually dealing some damage. Halfway through. Please die. Unfortunately, the only ones listening is my own army. We're back to dealing no damage whatsoever. Pathetic damage, to be honest. Don't be so hard on yourself. At least we're dancing around these rings pretty good. Die. Patience is a virtue I do not possess. Sometimes I question if I should do these voiceovers like this, with me reflecting on the game after the fact. Then I realized most of my gameplay commentary for bosses would just be die, please die, over and over again on repeat if I didn't. Not much entertainment or learning from that. It is healing faster than I'm dealing damage at this point. I guess it's time to cut our losses. 25% or so left of the boss's health. But it takes forever for me alone to bring that down. Let's clear the lane and just kinda wait for a while. Eventually we get some company and can continue our onslaught. This should be it. Archers are really strong against bosses, as they usually don't have to relocate very much when the boss moves himself. Most boss abilities are thrown closer to him as well, so they're kind of automatically avoiding those. Finally, the relief! Holy hell. It took forever, dude. Give me arcane, I guess. Attack range. Gain temporary rage amplifier for each enemy unit hit by jumping strike. Let's get the attack range. The attack damage. Then we'll go clear out the jungle before continuing further into the Aphotic lands. These two archers go down without too much of an issue. Half health by the end, and we can just quickly heal that up with Life Bloom. Bit more damage. Lifesteal might actually be very good. And then we have these kind of battles, where it feels like you're constantly standing in damage all the time. Damn, that was too close. Auto attack speed seems good. I think the jungle is clearly balanced around there being co-op, so multiple people would be in there. I think finding a balance between doing everything in the jungle and doing everything everywhere else is probably what you want to do. We have that gold mine. I can go get this one as well. Or can I get it here? Yes, but not this. Oh, did I already unlock this? That's good. I'm sure I didn't need that gold all this time anyway. Buy another shard. Reduces 1 more knights and 2 more soldiers for each gold mine restored. That should help. Oh, I have my horse. I forgot about that. Told you. I just can't remember this stuff. I think this might have been the 3rd time this whole game I actually clicked the C button. I do know how to fight glutters though. By just standing in everything, I guess. Yeah, I'm doing great. There. Fate armor, third uninterrupted auto attack automatically adds crit strike. Okay, looks like we're fighting the boss already. Not only that, we're fighting a new boss. I do think the dragon is probably easier to kill. This spinning laser show slows down the melee characters significantly, as you can't really attack unless you have incredible reach. But we'll chase him around the arena for a while, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, this is insane. Yeah, you can't really tank that damage. I'm far from comfortable with the boss's abilities yet, only having seen it this one time. Yeah, we need to build up some more strength before we can do this. There is one thing we know that deals a wild amount of damage and keeps pushing our lanes further than ever. 2 bushes and 2 catapults. Next up, more gold. That should get us going. I can just hold this back actually myself. Yeah, I think key is just to use that fucking berserk ability on every second we have it open, I think. Attack damage, attack range and rage amplifier. You need the damage actually. Are they breaking through the gates? How is that possible? I killed everyone, dude. You guys suck. Some amount of jungling later though, and we're dealing a decent amount of damage finally. Okay, I think we're doing a bit better now. Some extra rage amplifier sure won't hurt. Back to defend our Bastion. Quick spin to win, and then just the archers left. Okay, not too hard to defend against at least, so that's good to see. We can then get some view. More of that. And I guess now we just push to win. Push to win. Yeah, these dogs are supposed to prioritize archers. But they just don't. Guess we can get that now. Population, more soldiers, 3 rounds actually. Mercenaries gain more damage. 2 archers for each building. Tax, please. Okay, let's try this again. You can't attack them when you do that, and they kill all of my guys when it happens. Bam. So, final words. The new boss is pretty cool. Focusing on the jungle in the early game sure pays off. Farron is still viable, and Berserk is really good if you actually use it. Leave your favorite war gear down in the comment section below. Or just click the like button. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.